All right, we've kind of got a little bit of this figured out. You can see the test screen there. That's my video capture card. And what we're doing is over here, I like to use this computer with the SDR Play hooked up as a PAN adapter. And it goes to that computer. But I want to share that SDR Uno software on the screen over here. And so we're going to try a couple of different video cards until we get one that will do dual HDMI output, so we can send one to our monitor and we can send one to our capture card. And that would be really cool because we'll be looking at this really nice picture over there. I would rather actually go into the horizontal format. The reason to use vertical streaming format is so that you can be in the YouTube Shorts feed and you potentially get exposed to a lot more people that are scrolling through. But it really kind of all depends on YouTube and the algorithm and all that. But you're definitely more likely to be discovered when you stream vertically like you would if you were on a mobile device. Horizontal, though, could be a lot easier. You have a better way to format everything. Although, like when I actually like to share this stuff, actually vertical works better because I have the ham clock up here. I have the radio down here with its display. And you literally can just go, like that, and it fits in there, So, if you're using a mobile device, but if you're capturing the display and you're not filming with a camera to catch everything all in a nice little picture, and you're like stacking things like, however you want to play Tetris with it, then the horizontal could be a lot better, but there's trade-offs to the two of them. You can monetize horizontal, you can't vertically until it's completed upload and it's no longer considered live. Once the live is done, you have the option to upload it, and then it will be monetized if somebody watches a previous live stream. Usually there's not too many people that are going to watch a live stream after it's not live. It kind of depends on the topic, but most people do want to join the live stream to participate in it, and I think that's the attractive part about that for most people. But anyway, we're going to pull this computer and we're going to put a card in it. Right now it's just using embedded graphics. And I did run a live stream last night, but it's so small over here I couldn't see well enough to use the mouse to make some changes on SDR Uno while it was running. And obviously I couldn't unplug it and plug it back into the TV to see what's going on. So I need to make that change. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. And we'll produce a few videos on here that way or something, just to kind of test it out in the horizontal. So I'll be back in a little bit. We're going to pull the computer. I'm not going to film all that. I've got a couple different video cards to pick from, so we'll see. Alright, so this is the computer I've been using. It's a Z97 gaming computer, an MSI one. Originally it had two cards in it, and I think maybe I'll put them both back in here. There's a pretty good chance that if I try and run off the integrated graphics and another card at the same time, it's probably not going to work. But we do have a couple different cards that are very similar. This is the 2GB DDR3, the R5 220A, and then there was two of these originally in it. 50, 40, 5450. I have a really old diamond card too. 4550. I'm probably going to take this, put it in the computer where I put the other one, and put just both of these back in here. I think 1 gigabyte's fine. Now, otherwise, maybe I'd put the other one in there and just try and use the two different ones. Let's see, what does this have? None of my other cards have dual outputs. They just don't have it. This got DVI, RGB, and HDMI. So these XFX cards were in here. There was 2 of them. So maybe we'll just do that. Just put this thing back exactly in its glory of how I found it. And it's got a solid state drive. I don't know which one it is, but I don't do too much with this computer. It just kind of does its thing. What do we got? Cool Max power supply, 700 watt. Alright, so we got the 2 cards in there. Originally this thing didn't have a CD drive, and the one that's in there is one that I repaired, and it's doing weird things. We're going to go ahead and pull that out of there, and we're going to put a different one in. I'd actually probably should have just left it like it was, because honestly, like, I don't need the CD drive on here. Apparently I'm going to pull the other side to get the damn thing out. So the drive going in it's going to be in August 2014. We're going to go ahead and put screws on all sides of it. We don't want it flopping around. Remove for long card. Remove for long card. What kind of long card? That's weird. The hell? Remove for long card. I don't understand. What the hell would a long card be? So the problem with the one that came out of here is it got yanked and this piece broke off, and I glued it, but it screwed up later on. This one around the same time period. Anyway, we will take it apart and or just throw it in the junk pile or whatever. I think it'd be fun to take it apart and make a video if nobody's ever seen what these look like inside. A little bit interesting, but not anything too exciting. Alright, so this is how I got this computer. I picked it up at the thrift store down in Phoenix. It wouldn't have been this cheap here. So it's an LG 1150 socket, an i5 4590, 3.6 gigahertz. This is still a pretty good computer, all things considered, because it can do quite a bit. I mean, you're not going to play like the latest games on it, I don't think. But I don't game, so... But I think they were using it for gaming when it first came out. But strange how they never had they didn't have a drive in it, and I don't know. I guess must have been playing like Steam stuff or something. But what's strange is the 2 like dual budget cards, because these were budget cards when they came out. They're 1 gigabyte each. XFX are like basically Best Buy brand. I don't know. So what I'm hoping is it'll be simple and easy since they're the same card. I could use any of the 3 HDMIs, I think, maybe, hopefully. That would be cool. And I could put up the SDR Play output on monitor and also the card capture. So let's get after it. Alright, let's get the cover back on this thing. I don't know what kind of cover case this is. It's a little flimsy. It's pretty budget. Actually, I think it's I think it does say somewhere on it. I think it might be actually. I don't think it's a Corsair. I think it's an Antec. Yeah, it's an Antec case. I don't remember that scratch being on here. I wonder if I did something weird to it and I just didn't know it. But anyway, it's a nice little case. Alright. We're going to see what it does. The other disc was just like popping open all the time. It's going to take a minute. It's not displaying a picture. You probably have to boot it a few times. Let's go ahead and restart it. See if it does anything. I see a little flashing red light, but it's not automatically finding the video card, but it has to eventually. I think I saw it do something. There we go. I never even saw the BIOS screen come up. I do need to change the name of this computer. Oh, that's a cool picture. Okay. So now I need to enable video capture. I'm gonna probably have to try and find the driver for those video cards. And the first thing I'm gonna do is look for updates. I removed all the cables have been moved around, so now it's all doing all this other stuff. So we'll see what's up with that. Let's come in and check for updates, and then if we're lucky, it'll show us optional updates for the video card. Now, that card is so old, that's why there might be a problem. Just trying to get the drivers. So usually if you let Windows find the drivers that it thinks are going to work, then that's the best way to do it usually. Now let's come in here, go into Device Manager. Get over here where we can see unknown devices. Lovely. It sucks. I don't know what could possibly be plugged in that's unknown. Alright, so we need to figure out what the hell that is. I mean, it's going to be a problem later on, probably. No. Yeah, cancel. I don't even know what the hell it would be. Properties. USB video. I don't know, it looks like it might be my video capture card. No, it can't be that. It's not plugged in. I don't know. Okay, so video is what we're looking for. Monitors, network adapters. Okay. Sound and video. AMD. What do we get? Display adapter. Okay, so we got both of them in there. Let's see if we can update the driver. Quick search Windows Update. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. So we need the Radeon HD. I don't know if we can copy that. Radeon HD 5450. It's gonna be a hard one. So back then it was ATI. Now it's AMD. I really wish they hadn't bought out them. Alright. So we do have the Catalyst software for this. I really don't like Catalyst software. Download that. Alright, that's about it. So we get this Radeon software Crimson Edition beta, and we got the Catalyst software, and then legacy drivers, driver details. Yeah. I don't know if that's a different thing or if that's actually the driver. Alright, there we go. Click yes. Should take a million years. It'll try and display some information, and it'll be like, that information's blocked. Can't display web ads. Because they always try and run all these stupid ads while you're installing it. I'm not really a big ATI AMD fan. I just don't. I have too many memories of trying to play Grand Theft Auto on old computers with this AMD Catalyst crap that just did not work for nothing. I think it was San Andreas. I think the year was about 2008 or 9, and I just could not get it to play for crap on my computer. And at the time, I bought maybe a 1 gigabyte or 512 megabyte ATI video card for my computer, which was running like XP probably or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was terrible. I hated this Catalyst software. It's like, it didn't even do anything. Whenever I bought the card was like, you know, $70, $80 or something back then. You know, it wasn't like the very cheapest, but it wasn't great. And it totally sucked. See, this is them trying to serve up some stupid old ad. Because it doesn't exist anymore. Because AMD bought them, I guess. I don't know. Or it's just so old that it's like a link to some weird web content. Anyway. Yeah, ATI used to make a whole lot of different stuff. TV, cable cards. I've got a computer that has one of their old cable cards. I don't know. Seems like it should be digital, but I don't know for sure. But I think it was they call it the over-the-air card. But it plugs into one of the PCI slots, and it's got 2 coax connectors. And one goes to your antenna, and one goes to like TV, I think. And basically, your computer was able to be a DVR back then, and they had some really cool software. You could make your own computer DVR box back when that wasn't really a thing. It's obviously doing something because the screen just went nuts and said, no signal. Oh, yes, we have signal. That means it's applying the driver, I guess. I don't know. But I did just move my keyboard. Maybe I screwed up and did something wrong. I don't know. That's hilarious. It's doing like the dual monitor setup. And I have the entire screen over there and only part of it over here. Boy, I don't even know. It's not exactly what I wanted it to do. You can see right there. Not good. I want it, no, I want the same screen. Yeah, it's showing me, like, basically, I'm not really sure what it's doing, but, everything's over there, which is not good. Boy. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this thing at this point, because everything's over here.